Welcome back to CHOWTIME Pods. Your host, I got videos today from Pea's World.
After selling her IT company, entrepreneur Christina Roth set out to create a space where women could unplug, connect, and recharge on their own terms. No men allowed. That idea became Super She Island, an exclusive women-only retreat nestled off the coast of Finland.
Super She Island. Wow.
The 8.4-acre island features high-end cabins, traditional saunas.
It's like men getting an island for themselves and calling it a big dick island or something.
And curated wellness experiences, all designed to nurture mind, body, and community. Again, no men allowed. What began as a personal blog and intimate retreat quickly evolved into a global network of more than 3,000 women. And now, okay, this has since closed. Can't imagine
shocker.
why. This has since, was there like a cat fight on the island? I'm just wondering, just asking. Can I not ask a question? Okay. So this has since closed. And what's really interesting here is that you look on Wiki, right? I'm not saying everything on Wiki is true, but this was in a number of locations. It says this quotation about it. It's supposed to be women only, right? The whole point is women only, get the guys out of here. The implication being guys are trouble, guys take away your peace of mind.
Who built everything?
And we need a nice wellness space where men are kept out, right? Check out this quote. After purchase, male construction workers were working on the island to lay lines for power and water and gut renovation. That was the only time men were allowed on the island besides Roth's close family and friends.
Oh, it's a female-only island, but all of a sudden you let your close family and friends on that are male, huh?
At the end of the day, she needed men, right? And the funny thing is you look at the comments and they're like, well, who built the saunas? Who built the infrastructure?
Who maintains it?
Who did all the plumbing on the island? So basically, men set up the whole island for her. Men set up the island, and then we're told to get out, right? Left. And then we're invited back only when they had to do repairs, right? Oh my God, the plumbing is a mess. Call the guys. Call the guy. Or what are we gonna do?
This is exactly why when you see these discussions online, or you see like the street interviewers, and they're asking women, do you need men? Do you think women need men? Do you think men need women?
The other ones are like, oh, we should just start our own island, our own country and stuff. Sure, ladies. Have at it. We're not stopping you.
And, you know, the men will obviously say yes, because we obviously need women. But you will have the delusional feminists out there that will be like, no, we don't need men. And it's like, in your day-to-day life, the water you drink and the water you shower with, the air conditioning you use in the summer, the
gas that you put in your car,
heating you use in the winter,
the car you actually drive.
Who do you think supplies all these things? And look, I get it. If you're thinking back to the early 1900s, do women need men to help them pay their bills, for example? Can women go out and get it by themselves? Of course they can. But can two things coexist at the same time? Can we acknowledge that, you know, women are more independent now than ever? But there are valuable things that men bring to society. Things that women don't really want to do. And they don't have to do it because men would do it.
Right? Oh, heaven, there's a bug infestation. Call the men. Get them in here. Close down the island for a couple of days. Let them come in here and fix this. So I love this because it fits the whole, like, we don't need men. And it's so fascinating to me. Imagine the idea that you're setting up a whole island, which flopped, and you're making it women only. Guys aren't invited, but they have to set up, do all the grunge work, right? So, honey, you did need a man, right? The island that you created, this idea of yours, would have just existed in your mind, honey, if the guys didn't come in and do all the damn work.
It's like the lady who built the female-only gym. And again, I have nothing against women's only spaces. I think they're a good thing. If women feel unsafe, if they just want to if they feel more comfortable around other women, no problem. But this woman's whole branding was men are bad. Men are bad, so I'm building a woman's only space. Whole time the men are building it, I'm looking at the video, I'm like, wait, hold up, that's a man. Wait, hold up, that's a man.
Who put all the equipment in there?
Wait, hold up, is that a man paint? Huh.
I told this guy that I believe in marriage and I want to wait till marriage to have Rex. And he was like, are you a virgin? And I answered the question. I said, no, He was like, then you can't do that. Mind you, this is my Uber driver, and I'm the type of person where I can have deep conversations with you if you're willing to go deep. So instantly, I'm intrigued. I want to hear more. He goes on to say, that's like giving somebody a gift and it's already unwrapped.
Correct.
You can't do that. And I go on to say, but people get saved at different times and they start thinking differently. He still was telling me you cannot do that. But I'm like, how can you tell me that I can't wait till marriage even though I'm not up?
Oh, you can. We're not saying you can't do that. It's just no man's gonna take you seriously. I think that's what he's trying to say.
He was basically trying to get me to, I feel like, demoralize myself or decenter the idea of wanting to wait till marriage, because once a man finds out that you've already gave your goodies away, he's gonna be like, why do I have to wait? And like the relationship is not gonna work out. He basically goes on to say, if you were a virgin,
it's just like, how do they just these words come out of their mouths and they don't even think about what the words actually connect into the sentence actually says logically?
It will work out and the man will probably wait. But if you're not, he's not gonna wait. And I'm just the type of person, I'm not gonna take offense to anything if it makes sense. I'm able to hear other people's ideas, their perspective, all of that. So I understood where he was coming from.
Well, look, it's good that you're one of those people, open-minded. Just because it's someone else's opinion, it might make sense to you, but you're like, I'm still gonna do what I'm doing. I'm still gonna have the standards that I have. And if that's what you want to do, it's your life. You know what I'm saying? But he is absolutely, unequivocally, totally, undoubtedly, bombastically right. He is correct. The only type of man I believe that it's gonna work with that standard, is also a man who has been saved later in life himself. I think a man who hasn't danced with the demons and who is a virgin himself is gonna also want a virgin. And a man who maybe he believes but he's not devout is gonna look at you and be like, I have to wait, but he had to wait. That don't make no sense to me.
Nope.
So if you find someone who has also been saved later on in life, it could work. Other than that, I feel like it's gonna be difficult.
So I feel like I am a reasonably attractive woman. Okay. I feel like I look pretty
You're about average, maybe slightly below average. Like, again, just because you're average doesn't mean you're not attractive. You're just not more attractive than a lot of other people.
decent. I look pretty good. I pride myself on people thinking that I'm younger than my age. People constantly say me and my 19-year-old
filters help with that.
look, we could be sisters. I know that's a stretch because I don't look that young, but I look definitely younger than my age. So I think that I'm a fairly attractive woman. I do not understand why, if I go on multiple sites like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, what have you, that the caliber of men that try to talk to me does not match who I be wanting to talk to.
It matches who you are and what you are. What you want doesn't match you.
I don't know if it's because people don't, certain dudes may be intimidated by me or may not find me attractive or may not think that I should look as young as I do. I don't know what it is.
Like, just because you think you look young doesn't mean people care. Just because you look young doesn't mean you're young.
But I be feeling some type of way because when I go in my DM and it's somebody that look like they need to be cast on Sanford and Son that's messaging me talking about a date. And I'm like, what is going on here? Or somebody that looks like they need to be on my 600-pound life hitting me up. I start to feel a type of way.
Girl, you're probably like 200-300 pounds yourself, kind of. I mean, just from the view, I'm not sure.
No disrespect to nobody. God made everybody beautiful in their own, beautiful way, So I'm not calling anybody ugly. because somebody looks good to somebody. But what I'm saying is,
No, if you're ugly, you're ugly.
how come I don't get the attractive dudes? Like, what is going on? Like, is it the retrograde? Is it like what is happening? Do dudes be on here to clickbait and they just be on here just talking? They not really looking for nothing or interested in trying to, talk to an attractive woman. Like, what is it? Like, what
They are genuinely stunned and don't know what's going on. Really, huh?
is it about attractive women that men feel like they cannot approach?
You might want to reevaluate the attractive woman part.
Them, talk to them, or whatever the situation be. But I tell you one thing, dudes that's not my type, they got the confidence of a million men. You can't tell them nothing. Ugly where? Fat where? But
I think, are you projecting, girl?
I digress. Y'all let me know something, cuz, ooh, child.
Let's look at her player build. Let's see what's going on here, okay?
Okay, is she the 2-300 like I thought?
What is going on here?
I don't know. My face giving.
Oh, that's her. Okay, she's at least not overweight. Okay, my bad on the overweightness. But, girl, what the hell? What the hell?
My body T. My money up. I'm that bitch. I don't have a motherfucking answer.
Are you Tupac? What the fuck is going on?
Like, the people with like, women that have tattoos on their stomach. Like, come on.
I said to myself that I was not going to make a comment on her appearance. And I failed. Okay, I'm too
miserably.
Weak. Are you Tupac? Is that Thug Life? Is that Thug Life tied on your stomach? What the hell?
Remember, they turned into the men they want to be. Or the men they want, right? She turned into Tupac. Probably a man that she wants.
That's the only comment I'm going to make. That's the only comment I make. This is what I'm going to say. The men that you are getting DMs from are in fact on your level. Like, that is categorically you.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is you think you're better than what you are. That's the real problem. The problem isn't the guys DMing you at all.
It's like we see the rate yourself from 1 to 10, scenario in real life right now.
Whoever said you look like, I'm not gonna say that. So apparently this woman made another video where she said that she doesn't want to date older men. And the men told her about herself, essentially.
So I see that my statement in my last video about me not wanting to date older men, or I'm not attracted to older men, got a lot of our geriatric people on TikTok up in the roar. Now, if you know you're...
Dude, do you really think older gentlemen are upset that you don't want to date them? No, we just love pointing out how dumb and delusional you are.
You're not old, if you know you're not geriatric, you shouldn't have even been bothered by what I said. But the gray hair community felt necessary to tell me that nobody wants me because I have tattoos and piercings.
True.
We are in 2025. Damn near over half the damn world has tattoos and piercings.
And it doesn't change that men don't want women with tattoos.
Now, just because you were born in 1935, 1942, 1957, and you chose not to get tattoos, or that wasn't a part of your generation, does not mean you get to put down people that has tattoos and piercings, because what does that have to do with anything?
Telling you the preference of men is not putting you down. Just because you don't fit men's preferences, we aren't talking down on you. We're just letting you know you don't fit our preference.
I got my own place. I got my own car. I have a good paying job.
So, of course.
Regardless of my tattoos or piercings, that does not stop me from excelling in life.
We never said it did, but it stops you from getting a man.
But it's only you old ass bitches that had something to say in my comment section about my tattoos and piercings. Men that I wouldn't even look at once had the most to say. But shout out to all the men who were nice, polite, sweet. I love y'all. I rock with y'all. But you old bitches.
This is a miserable person to deal with.
Look, I don't know if I'm classified as one of them old bitches, okay? And I'm trying to be as nice as possible. I am to the younger generation. My nephew's like 20 years old. So I am, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting up there. Your tattoo is crazy, bro. I can't lie, bro. That's outrageous. And look, you bring up the fact that you have your own place and you have your own car. You have a good paying job.
Nobody cares.
That can't get me hard. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what to tell you. That cannot get me hard. What can is how you look.
And that tattoo on your belly is preventing me from getting up.
How you carry yourself. Those are very attractive to men. And if the men are telling you, your tattoos and your piercings are crazy, you can't dictate to them what they should like.
Guys forgive too, but the difference is it's very hush-hush. We express our emotions more freely. So when we're cheated on, it's like, can you believe him? Oh my God, da-da-da. You're telling your friends, you're telling all your girls. Some people may even take to social media. Like, we're telling somebody that we got cheated on, right?
Yep.
So if, as a woman, you then take the guy back, it's like, oh, a guy that gets cheated on, he's not telling his boys. And if he does tell his boys, he might tell one of his closest confidants. He's not screaming about it from the rooftops.
Yeah.
True.
And so when he does forgive, if he does forgive,
We are quite ashamed of it, I think. For a lot of us men, we feel like a sense of shame when we get cheated on.
nobody knows that he did because nobody knows the incident occurs. But trust me, when I say men, well, not all men, obviously, but some men forgive cheating.
When I got cheated on, my ex, he was referring to himself as obviously like in the animal kingdom.
Oh,
Lions and, you know, alpha males, they have.
Oh my God.
And it's an animal instinct.
Do you know why I hate it when men bring up the animal kingdom to justify cheating? And they'll talk about lions. You mean the same animal kingdom where the lioness is the one hunting?
Yeah.
Where the lioness is arguably the more aggressive. She's
Are you serious?
bringing home the bacon. She's the more aggressive one, right?
Just because she brings home the bacon doesn't mean she's the more aggressive one. You know what the harder job is? To protect everybody.
You mean the same animal kingdom where male seahorses are carrying the babies?
And the male penguins are sitting on the eggs.
Yeah, you mean the same animal kingdom where black widow spiders are killing the men?
Those are insects, but look, listen. If a man cheats on you and he brings up the animal kingdom, he's not a serious guy. He's not.
True.
I guarantee you don't even watch Animal Planet like that. Okay? But when it comes to cheating, do some men forgive? Yes, but they are often men with low self-esteem and men who probably don't have a lot of friends. Men do tell their friends if they've been cheated on. They're not going to post it online and do all this extra stuff, but they do tell their friends. The reason why men don't stay as much is because they will get chastised by other men. We will do our jobs as friends to ensure that they have more self-respect than that.
Correct.
Than to stay with a cheater. I also think men are just much less forgiving. The idea of, because men are more possessive as well.
Remember, women can sleep with each other's boyfriends and stuff and still be best friends. I don't think men do that with each other.
The idea of your woman laying down with another guy,
friends.
The image, a lot of guys just can't get it out of their head.
The T app exposes women in this way, right? The ones that I have been seeing, it makes me question women, right? There's one guy on here. He has a heart, like a broken heart tattoo right here. And then he has a $sign with like dripping blood right here, right? In the comment section,
Sounds like an upstanding citizen to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It sounds like a great candidate. I can see why he'd be posted on that app and why you know, he'd be getting a lot of traction on there, a lot of comments.
Section is full of delusional ass women. It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to look at this man and know that he's no fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he has the bag dollar sign of money in the middle of his neck. What a stand-up husband he would be, right? So someone puts, don't talk to him, he has a bunch of kids. Don't talk to him, he steals. He fucking looks like it. He fucking looks like it. I'm not looking at him, I'm looking at you. You're the dummy. So I'm like...
I mean, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but people make the cover a certain way for a reason.
There's somebody to comment, well, I could have told you that and I never met the man. Some of these guys are like visual red flags. And I don't see how you thought somebody wouldn't know. I'm thinking you're going to post somebody like Taylor from Love Island who looked like he wouldn't harm a fly or be deceptive. Y'all are posting men who visibly look like they're nothing but shit in human form. Like, the money bag tattoo on his neck was enough for me to know he wouldn't be a good candidate for anything.
But yet, he has multiple baby mamas and multiple babies.
Besides helping you rob a bank.
Well, look, firstly, you never judge a book by its cover, okay? And you never judge people on their past. Right?
That smile at the end.
People in the United States believe in gender equality than at any time in the last 100 years. Here's something separate, but Gallup's World Poll on respect for women worldwide shows a widening gap between men and women in 93 of 144 different countries surveyed. Fewer American boys believe in gender equality than any time in the last 30 years, or since 1990. Some reporting a woman should have the same job opportunities as a man. 45% say they agree completely. Men and women should be paid the same money if they do the same work. 57% saying that they agree completely. While this is more up to social media bias and the lenses by which we view society, women are reporting that they're perceiving less respect in U.S. society than any time since about 2010. From 2021 to 2023, Gen Z's perspectives on same-sex marriage also fell about 20%. And while I'm drawing no connection between the two previous issues and this issue, there is a resurgence in traditional Christian beliefs. Gen Z is reversing a trend that was seen from millennials and among older Gen Z up until 2018, 2019, and 2020. Now, younger Gen Z and many Gen Z overall are converting to Christianity. I believe all of these symptoms are...
I don't think it's a bad thing. Again, religion has its faults, but I think overall, religion has an overall good thing for a lot of people.
Growing pains related to a massive shift going on in the zeitgeist of our generation. Our generation is going through massive demographic, cultural, religious, and technological changes, seeing drastic shifts in news nearly every year. So I believe that all of these things are reflecting in a microcosm what is going on a bigger scale.
A lot of this, in my opinion, is actually quite worrying, because it's not based in any form of logic. Women having equal opportunities to men benefits everyone. It just makes sense. It's something that should happen. There's no downside to women having the same opportunities as men.
Agreed. The ability to be able to do what they want like men, sure. We shouldn't force them.
The fact that there are so many people who don't believe it now, to me, comes from a place of hatred. And I've mentioned this before, and I got a little bit of backlash from it. Some people don't believe it. But we were so woke that now we're going the complete opposite way. And just like there were some good things
That makes sense to me. Yeah, I agree with
that came out from being woke, there were some bad things.
Yeah.
And there are some bad things going on right now. The racism, for example, very open. Very open. Online anyway. Real life, these people ain't shit.
Yeah.
But online, very open with the racism. This is where we're going. It'll come back. We'll go woke again in the next 10 whatever years. But yeah, this is just where we are.
What do you think about when Karl Malone gets included on teams like this?
I like it. I mean, I think he's top 20 greatest players to play.
You think Karl Malone is? But what about his off the court stuff? You know, does that factor in at all?
I really don't know a lot of off the court stuff about Karl Malone.
He got a 13-year-old pregnant. Timeout? You need a timeout? A 30-second?
No, fool.
Full?
I need a fucking full timeout. You wait a second. I have a question.
This is something that people do have an issue to deal with, right? The person versus the art, right? Or the sports player versus like his time in sports versus his actual personality, the person itself. Sometimes it doesn't correlate. Same thing with the Hulk Hogan thing, right? A lot of people grew up with Hulk Hogan. He might not have been the best person as a person, but a lot of people view him differently because they saw him as Hulk Hogan, the wrestler. Same thing with a lot of other artists and a lot of, music artists and actors and things like that.
Talk to me.
When you said 13-year-old pregnant, was he 16?
I think it was a grown-up. Let's check. He was 20 and he got a 13-year-old pregnant. That doesn't seem cool to me.
Wow. I didn't.
The kid did go on to go to the I think the NFL. Demetrius Bell was his name, but I don't think Karl Malone was in his life at all, and he said he treats it like his mom went to the sperm bank.
Wrong. That threw me the fuck off. Like I don't.
Yeah, that's bad.
Is this true? And this is documented?
True and documented.
I didn't even know this. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing, Ron. I didn't know this at all. So, like...
You never heard this?
No. Was this girl in Utah?
No, it was, I think, Louisiana. I think it was when he was at Louisiana Tech.
And he still went to the NBA?
Yeah. It was wild, isn't it?
Patrick Beverley's reaction here was absolutely hilarious because I knew this. I can't remember where I found it out, but I found it out. And my response was to say, I was so shocked. How was he able to play? Why was he not locked up? What was going on here? Can someone let us know? Did he pay her off or did she drop the charge? Like, what happened?
I thought the state or whatever jumps in when it's something like this.
Because this is egregious. He should have never been in the NBA to begin with. He should have been locked up forever. But this man went on to have a whole career. What is he, top 5 scoring of all time? And this is something that people just knew about that he done, and
I didn't know.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting how people's perception of other, people we idolize and stuff change once we find out who they truly are or the actual person itself. They always say, never meet your hero, right? That's probably the biggest thing I've always heard when I was a kid, because you'll sorely get disappointed because they're not God or anything. They're just humans that make human mistakes like every other human. Please subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. Catch you guys next time.